Houston, Texas, the site for the Timberwolves. And the incredible growth of Anthony Edwards continues. This team hoping to get him the ball early and often as they game plan for the task ahead at the Toyota Center. T-Wolves, Rockets, up next, right after this. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Kevin Durant.
He's having problems with his shot these days, and the analytics show that with his true shooting percentage headed down in the last 10 games. I wouldn't be surprised if he turned it around quickly, though.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Houston, Van Vliet and Shepherd, they're the guards. Steven Adams out there with Alperen Şengün, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
It'll be the Rockets off the tip. Pass to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. Up and over Conley. Here's Adams. Here's Shepherd. There's the triple. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Van Vliet against Randle. And here's McDaniels. The 3-ball. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randle with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Shepherd. To the inside. Here's Durant. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Now here's Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Outside Conley. 6 to shoot. Randle outside. No good on the shot. Good D by Şengün. Randle with a steal. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Shepherd, guarded by Edwards. Van Vliet, the pass to Adams. Van Vliet outside. Up and over Conley. Here's Adams. Rebound Minnesota.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Pass to Conley. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Edwards with it. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Randle can't hit. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Shepherd. Van Vliet with a screen on Edwards. And here's Shepherd for 3. No good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit. But size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Now here's Adams, averaging around 6 a game. 6 on the shot clock. Left side Durant. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Just too much to handle. Durant not fazed by the bump.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Conley. Three-pointer. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 7 points.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And with this break, we have a chance to look at the best of the NBA shot blockers this season. Number 5, Rudy Gobert.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Randall inside, defended by Şengün. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
The defender had him smothered, but he breaks through and finds the rim.
Just a pure power move right there. That was impressive. Now here's Şengün. He's scoreless. Durant can't nail the jumper. Here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Conley finds Randall. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Houston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. To the left wing. Up top, Durant. McDaniels covering. Durant against McDaniels. Durant inside. Back to Şengün. Pass to Van Vliet. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Şengün against Randall. Here's McDaniels from downtown. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 5. Pass to Adams. Here's Shepard. 9 points in his last outing. Left side Durant. To win the drought. Adams, the pass to Durant. Good work there as it goes. Durant's got 9 points.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Randall on the screen. And here's Edwards. 4-3. The shot off that time.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
Yeah, one thing about Van Vliet, he makes the right decision most of the time.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Randall, a screen on Van Vliet. Randall outside. Back to Conley. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
And so often is the case. Şengün in the right position to make the play. That's just great defense.
And Houston making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Şengün.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Kept alive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Mike Conley.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
These are his first free throws of the game.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
That one drops. He ties it up. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Conley against Van Vliet. Conley passes to Gobert. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Durant. Adams with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Durant. Houston with another miss.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
And here are the Rockets now, trailing by 2. Durant looking around. He takes it in. And Gobert with a block.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Thompson. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Conley against Van Vliet. Now here's Conley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Randall. Van Vliet against Conley. Yep, count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Eason's checked in for the Rockets. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Ingles is checked in. Here's Thompson. A 20-point game for him in the win against Golden State. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Adams. Van Vliet outside. Just 5 to shoot. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Van Vliet misses.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Edwards can't hit.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Tari Eason is seen by some as a player on the rise, Richard. Things are coming together for him.
Yeah, his game is evolving along with his confidence. When young players put in work, they are going to get better, and that's what Eason has done.
That's good from Eason. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Alperen Şengün comes in for Durant. And so he's able to get one of two. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Pass to Ingles. Now Gobert, guarded by Capella. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. And he lobs it up top. And a slam dunk by Capella.
A threat to hammer home the alley-oop. Capella, his timing on these plays is tremendous.
The Timberwolves trail. Now Edwards, still without a bucket. Picked by Gobert. Edwards with it, and Capella picks him up defensively. Edwards can't hit.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Ali, thanks for that. The first free throw is good. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Thompson against Edwards. Screen by Capella. Here's Thompson. Pass to Capella. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. On our 2K leaderboard, the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. 5th, Anthony Edwards.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
Holiday's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Pass to Şengün. 5 to shoot. Holiday with the ball. DiVincenzo covering. Oh, the block! Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Edwards. He can't get it to go. Thompson with some nice D.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
Minnesota in the lead. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Outside Edwards. Randall is screen on Thompson. Pass to Gobert. Şengün against Randall. Gobert, no good. Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Down low. Thompson. And the layup is good off the glass. Thompson's got 6.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Edwards with it. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards with it. Now Thompson defending. Edwards, no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Pass to Şengün. Now here's Thompson. Now here's Capella. Defended by Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holiday from long range. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Now Edwards. Misses from close range. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Rockets on top, leading by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Here's Conley. 11 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And defensively, he's been all over the place, wreaking havoc and pouncing on a number of steals.
They've got Josh Okogie. Tari Eason is out there with Alperon Şengün. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Thompson in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now here's Şengün. He had 16 in the win against Golden State.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboards.
Here's Capella, trailing by 2. Yep, that one goes. And here's Conley. Reed, a screen on Thompson. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo finds Conley. No good on the triple.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Thompson, that's good. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 6. Pass to Conley. Outside Reed. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Ingles passes to DiVincenzo. And here's Conley, defended by Thompson. Pass to Ingles. There's the 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Ingles has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. For Houston, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Okogie. He's scoreless from 11 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Reed. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at the Timberwolves. Right now they rank 3rd in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason. And of course Houston, they're in 5th place right now.
You know, from Minnesota, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Minnesota again missing. Stolen by Reed. Pass to McDaniels. Conley with the ball. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Ingles passes to Conley. He drops it from range. Conley's got his second bucket of the night. and an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And how about their shot blocking tonight? I mean, creating doubt every time the ball goes up. But they're there lurking.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 13. Şengün, a screen on DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Now here's Conley, tightly guarded. Good D by Şengün. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Houston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
Van Vliet's checked in for Thompson. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Randall is checked in. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's take a second to see which teams have been hitting the glass with a fury this season. The Rockets, number 1.
And I love how active they all are on the glass. When a shot goes up, this team takes a game rebounding approach to tracking down their boards.
Pass to Capella. Back to Eason. Stolen by Conley. Now here's DiVincenzo, guarded closely.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Eason against Randall. Şengün, the open look. Randall pulls down the board.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Reed against Şengün. And he drives in. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his 3rd year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
Looking at the start of Şengün's career, here's a guy who's really stepped up his game, has become a key player for them.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5. Randall is screen on Van Vliet. Here's Conley. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
And Houston making a change here. Durant's checked in. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. And so he hits both. Here's Van Vliet. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Golden State.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Here's Conley. 7 points in the game. Good. Conley's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Look at the toughness from Conley. He's seen a lot in this league and won't go down easy.
The Rockets have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Pass to Shepherd. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's McDaniels. From down in the low post, it goes. McDaniels got 8.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Shepherd, guarded by Edwards. Takes the 3, fires in the triple. Shepherd's got his second basket of the game. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Now here's Conley. He's got 9. 5 on the clock. Randall right side. And here's Edwards outside. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Van Vliet outside. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Mike Conley.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Eason's checked in for the Rockets. The Timberwolves also with a sub. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Conley. Reed against Capella. Pass to Randall. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. They trail by 1. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Randall. 14 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Edwards getting it done inside. Edwards.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Rockets trail by 3. Van Vliet with it. Right side Durant for 3. Edwards pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Randall, good.
Not an ideal start for them. The shots weren't dropping, but they're definitely surging now and could open this lead up even more.
So it's the Rockets now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
High post Reed. To the middle. Goes back up. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Reed. Reed's got his third assist of the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
DiVincenzo with the steal. Pass to McDaniels. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And how about Edwards keeping his head up and spotting the open man?
Rockets trail by 9. Outside Durant. Back to Van Vliet. A shot to stop the run. Called in by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Looking to get it going. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Outside Reed. Edwards looking it over. Outside. DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Over Van Vliet. DiVincenzo can't hit.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's Smith. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Yeah, pretty slick move by Smith. You got to have a strong handle to go up against NBA defenders.
Outside Reed. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards outside. Rebound by Van Vliet.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Shepherd, that's good.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
There's a minute 26 left in the first half. Randall outside. To the inside. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Rockets trail by 7. With a 9-footer. Easy money for KD inside.
If there are any better pull-up shooters than Durant in the NBA, it's a very short list. All a defender can do, really, is just hope he misses.
Pass to McDaniels. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Reed finds McDaniels. 4 on the clock. For 3, Randall. It's hauled in by Houston.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Shepherd. DiVincenzo covering. Pass to Shepherd. Another shot. The kick out to Van Vliet. Over McDaniels. Van Vliet misses.
Oh, wow. He's yet to score this quarter, and it's not for a lack of trying. They just need him to make something.
Here's McDaniels. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
For 3, Conley. knocked loose. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Minnesota leading by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Houston Rockets. I know we're always impartial, but are either of you guys pulling for a favorite here?
Well, as long as someone wins, I'm happy. When someone wins, we win.
That's right, because when someone wins, we get to leave and go home.
Wow, you talk about a couple of selfless teammates. Wonder what that's like. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise with the ball movement.
Like a well-oiled diesel machine.
This from the man who averaged more turnovers than assists in his career. Enough said.
No, that's not true.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. On the court for Minnesota. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. No luck on that one. Houston shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Shepherd. And here's Adams. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And while we can, let's take a look at the steadiest free throw shooters among small forwards in the last month. Second is Kevin Durant.
And it's clear that these guys work hard on maintaining their free throw shooting. It's why they're among the best in the league in that category.
As good as they are from the line, it forces an opposing defense to play with caution against them, and that's never a good thing.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Şengün. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back comes Houston in transition. Back to Van Vliet. Stolen by Conley. Now Randall. Adams covering. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Here's Durant. 15 points in the game. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Shepard for the tie. Sends it home from three-point land. Shepard's got 11 points.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Van Vliet against Conley. Now here's Gobert. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Here's Shepard, guarded by Edwards. For the lead. And the jumper is on the mark. Shepard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Ooh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Edwards to halt the run. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Adams. Here's Shepard, guarded by Edwards. Now Durant. Inside. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Superb movement in the screen and roll. Gotta reward Şengün for that.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Randall. And he goes with the big dunk right over Alperen Şengün.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Van Vliet. No points yet. Pass to Şengün. Here's Shepard. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Randall, good.
As strong as they looked in that first half, their defense hasn't been the same here in the second. They just look slow, not very sharp.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. Here's Adams. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Picked by Gobert. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Right wing. Randall's got room. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Rockets trail by 3. Şengün, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Durant. The 3. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. Picked by Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Floats one up. Oh, good D by Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's Randall, and he banks in the layup. Randall's got 8 here in this quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Rockets trail by 4. Now Van Vliet. No points so far. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. It doesn't go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Randall can't hit. And it's Van Vliet off the drive. Basket's good. Van Vliet's got his first points in this one.
Such a gutsy guard. I love Van Vliet. He has so much grit. He is fearless with his attack.
And here's Edwards. He's got 11. Right side Conley. Launches a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
And Houston making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Thompson against Edwards. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Shot on the wing. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. To the paint. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
And every season, Randall seems to shoulder more of the offensive load. It's what allows him to dominate sometimes.
Conley against Van Vliet. Pass to Durant. And here's Adams. Here's Van Vliet. Fires for 3. Here's Şengün. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's. Minnesota leading by 4. Conley passes to Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Back to Edwards. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
Houston has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Van Vliet against Conley. Pass to Thompson. Outside Durant. The three is up. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list. Well, that was clearly a foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Edwards.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The baseline J. Yes, on the jumper. Edwards has got 17.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Van Vliet, the pass to Adams. Thompson with it, guarded by Edwards. Adams with a screen on Edwards. That's good from Adams on the assist by Thompson. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
You want to stop Adams when he rolls, but honestly, Steven is such a force. Sometimes you can't stop him.
The Timberwolves lead by 7. Outside Edwards. Randall, a screen on Thompson. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
Here's Thompson. Yes, it's good. He's got 18.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Edwards with it. 20 points for him. Randall, a screen on Thompson. Here's Edwards. The shot won't fall. Good D by Şengün. Rockets trail by 8. Thompson scanning the floor. Over Conley. Second chance effort. Adams, shot's good.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. And as the leaderboard shows, these teams have really dominated the offensive glass so far this year. Number 1, Houston.
This team has just been a menace on the offensive boards. They chase down their shots and work hard to make sure there are no wasted possessions.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Conley. He's got 9. Outside Reed. Lets the 3 fly. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Rockets trail. Pass to Capella. And here's Eason. Now here's Şengün. 5 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
The Timberwolves lead by 7. Pass to Shannon. Ingles finds Conley. Back to Ingles. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Crawford.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Stolen by Conley. Finished off the break. Conley's got 11 points.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Houston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Crawford. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. 12 seconds left in the third. Reed, good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rockets trail by 11. Van Vliet and Shepard, they're the guards. Jabari Smith out there with Tari Eason. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a solid 47%. Here's Reed. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 13. Here's Shepard. DiVincenzo covering. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Shepard. Shepard's got 5 assists tonight.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
The Timberwolves lead by 11. Here's Dillingham. Randall a screen on Van Vliet. Randall outside. DiVincenzo on the wing. It's stolen. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Shepard. DiVincenzo covering. Here's Eason. Offline with a 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Taken away! touch, but hard-nosed. That's Reed Shepherd.
Yeah, B.A. His shooting alone makes him a pro. But his tenacity, toughness, and commitment to his overall game give him a chance to make him a star.
Going inside, Shepherd. Houston with another miss.
Ooh, might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Pass to Dillingham. Now Randall. It's McDaniels on the wing, guarded by Capella. 4 on the clock. The baseline J is on the way. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side Eason. Pass to Van Vliet. To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Dillingham, guarded by Van Vliet. Randall outside. To end the drought, driving to the basket, and it's Randall with the jam.
This is the energy Randall provides. When he's charging inside, he wants to hammer it down.
Rockets trail by 10. Here's Shepherd. Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Dillingham, guarded by Van Vliet. Outside McDaniels. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one's off. Steven Adams checked in for Clint Capella. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
Van Vliet against DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Now here's DiVincenzo, guarded by Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Shepherd. Adams, the pass to Eason. Adams a screen. Beyond the arc. That's good from Eason. On the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Pass to Gobert. Here's Dillingham, guarded by Van Vliet. Shoots from 14, and it comes off the front of the rim. And it's Houston's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Shepherd. For 3. Houston gets it back.
hard work on the glass gives them back the ball, and they get to milk a little clock here.
Here's Adams, and it's slammed in by Adams.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Oh, the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So for the Rockets, Alperen Sengun's checked in for Smith. Durant comes in for Shepard. And it's Amin Thompson in for Van Vliet. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
And Allie, thanks. Conley against Thompson. Outside Reed. Here's the three. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Reed's got 10 points here in the second half.
They're fortunate to be leading after shooting below 40% in the first half.
And so Sengun will bring it up for Houston. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Pass to Adams. No good there. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Reed passes to Ingles. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Tari Eason. First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Outside Durant. Here's Sengun. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Thompson against Conley. Reed to screen on Thompson. Here's Conley. Outside Reed. Three-pointer. Rockets with a rebound. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Eason. Here's Sengun. Excellent D there from Ingles. The Timberwolves lead by 6. And here's Edwards outside. Thompson pulls it in. For Houston, they've gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. That's good from Durant on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Oh, Ant-Man fighting for 2.
The focus Edwards has, being able to still drain the shot despite aggressive coverage.
Outside Eason. Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Edwards. It's hauled in by Houston. Sengun's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Thompson outside. Adams, the pass to Durant. Off target from outside. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Here's Edwards. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Sengun. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And Houston making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Ingles. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. Now Durant. McDaniels covering. Shot clock at 5. Van Vliet outside. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Here's Adams. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Yeah, what physicality from Adams down low. Brushing off the contact and getting the easy bucket.
Edwards against Thompson. Pass to Conley. Randle outside. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Rockets trail by 5. Now Thompson. Outside Durant. Here comes Durant over McDaniels. And that one's long. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the 4th quarter. Randle outside. Şengün with a steal. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. And Şengün throw it down.
And that's an important shot from Şengün. He takes pride in delivering in big spots.
And here's Randle. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That free throw misses.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times. Randle's worked on his right hand and his jump shooting. He's a much more versatile threat now at the offensive end.
Shepard, he's checked in for Thompson. He hits the 2nd from the line.
At the least, he did extend it to a 2-possession game. That's important.
Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Şengün. Outside Durant. The 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Conley. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Steven Adams.
The defense tries to stop Conley with the foul, but he shows great poise and manages to get it off.
And the first one at the line is good. And Conley drops them both. Rockets trail by 6. Outside Durant. Pass to Şengün. Puts up a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Conley passes to Randle. 1:52 left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Gobert. Minnesota again missing. And for the Rockets, they're shooting just 38% here in the 4th. It's Şengün, high post. Outside Durant. to Şengün. Van Vliet on the wing. Adams with a screen on Gobert. Van Vliet. And there's Adams. That one's good. On the assist by Van Vliet.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
McDaniels against Durant. There's the drive. It's blocked by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Let's go with a three. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards got 25 points.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Durant against McDaniels. Now here's Durant. Tight defense on him. McDaniels with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And the bucket is good. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And the Rockets call time here. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Durant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
So the first one drops, and that brings him with an 8.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Randall. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And here's Edwards outside. That shot off. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Julius Randle.